I'm Andrew Joseph Keith, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the new mini course on sculpting the hands. Then I'm going to go over my top 5 sculpting tips to help you start to sculpt better hands today. So I'm thrilled to invite you to join me on another journey into the world of traditional clay sculpting. It's something that I'm very passionate about. I really enjoy it, and I enjoy sharing what I've learned with you guys. So in this course, we're going to be diving deep, take a dive into the intricate art of sculpting hands. These babies. Whether you're a seasoned artist or a beginner ready to get your hands dirty, this course is designed to help you master the anatomy, form, and expression of one of the most interesting, intricate, and difficult parts of the body, the hands. They're also very expressive. Expressing things. Throughout this course, you'll learn the basics of proportion and rhythms that make up the hands, how to create helpful and accurate wire armatures for hand studies. We'll explore the complex anatomy of the bones, the muscles, and the fat pads that make up the hands. I'll help you understand the nuances of gesture so that you can develop the skills to bring life and emotion into your hand sculpted hands. Accurate simplification is a crucial part of mastering sculpture. You'll learn how to create realistic looking hands, from the simplified forms to the fine details like the wrinkles and the veins that can really make your sculptures stand out. And we'll go over various hand poses that are common in art and sculpture. We'll look at how the hands change over a lifetime from infant to elderly, and how you can make your hands look more masculine or feminine. You'll learn how to do fun, quick gesture studies of the hands. So you'll have a bunch of little hand gesture studies by the time you're done with the course. Right on. Now, I know that sculpting the hands can be challenging. It is challenging, but I'll be there to help you step by step throughout the process, to share with you my years of experience and insider tips. All right, let's get into those 5 tips to help you start sculpting better hands today. Tip number 1. Use your own hands as a reference. If you're sculpting clay, chances are you have 2 hands of your own. If you don't, maybe see if somebody else could lend you a hand. Whether you're sculpting an individual hand steady or adding hands onto a sculpted figure, by making the pose that you want to sculpt with your own hand, you're able to see the angles and the forms in a way that's extremely difficult to invent from imagination. And the only way you can get to a place where you can invent complex hand poses is by sculpting the hands many times and understanding the basic forms. And that comes from observation. So observe those hands, your own hands. You can use a mirror or 2 mirrors for those parts of the hand that are harder to observe from direct observation. You can also use a sculptor's cheat sheet and hold your sculpture directly up to your own hand. Close one eye to check things like the proportions, the placement of the knuckles and joints and the fat pads, the width of the wrist and fingers, and more. High five. Tip number 2. Start with simple shapes or basic forms. Begin by sculpting thin and block out basic shapes of the hand, such as the palm, the fingers, and the thumb. Use simple geometric forms like boxes, spheres, and cylinders to establish the overall structure. When observing these forms, pay attention to the rhythms of the hand, like the rhythm of the knuckles on the back of the hand, as well as this curvature when you look at it from above. So as you use a boxy shape for that palm of the hand, the top of it will be convex, the inside concave, and it will be slightly rounded at the top. So think of those geometric forms as flexible and follow those rhythms of the hand. Tip number 3, focus on proportions. Pay attention to the lengths of each finger relative to the other fingers and the size of the palm, as well as the size of the hand compared to the rest of the figure. And this is one of the most common beginner mistakes that I see. A quick overview of some of the proportions of the hand is that the length of the middle finger should be about the same as the distance from that large knuckle to the wrist. So half of the length of the hand is that first knuckle, half of the length of the middle finger is that second knuckle, and then about half of that length is the last knuckle. And then half of that is the fingernail. And if you understand that with the middle finger and get the lengths of all of those correct, then you can follow the rhythms to get accurate placements of the other knuckles with the other fingers. Tip number 4, add details gradually. Build up the details of the hand slowly, starting with the bony features like the knuckles, and then thoughtfully adding more clay to fill out the other fleshy forms. So first the bones, then you look at the muscles and fat pads, and then you move on to things like the wrinkles and veins. Tip number 5, study anatomy. This one is one that you really can't fake. You can't fake an understanding of anatomy. Anatomy is complex and it just takes time and energy and study and observation. Understanding things like the bones, the joints and how they move, tendons, the fat pads, the skin and how the wrinkles change as you pose the hand. All of these things come together to make up something that's very complex but extremely interesting and beautiful. The hands are primarily made up of bone, so understanding the bones of the hand and how they articulate is crucial to understanding the hand overall. So if you get the angles and proportions of the thumb and fingers right from the beginning, then your sculpture is already off to a great start. It's basically half done. Okay, we'll expand on these tips as well as many other concepts in upcoming lessons. Knowledge and practice will help you sculpt realistic hands with accuracy and detail. By following the lessons and doing the assignments, you'll improve your skills and learn to create great hands in clay. In the next lesson, I'll be introducing the first assignment for the course, which will be doing some small hand gesture studies. By the end of this course, you'll not only have a collection of hand studies, but you'll also be able to sculpt the full figure confidently without hiding the hands in the pockets or behind clothing, in the hair. You'll be able to just have those hands naked and out in the open. So if you're ready to unleash your creativity, enroll now, and I can't wait to see your work. Stay creative, stay productive. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next lesson.